Hello and welcome back to Twisted Wonderland, the animation, episode 2. We are back with the anime. I'm very excited once again for episode 2 of our beautiful Hatsabyo saga. Last time I was a bit all over the place. I was very excited about the first episode, and I didn't really know how to handle like a reaction series like this. I kind of wanted to avoid copyright as much as possible, so I only showed like screenshots and gave my own commentary, but I think this time I have found a method. I am going to show more clips from the actual episode now, and it's going to be cut down again. I have been thinking about like also using a timer, but I might do that actually in like live streams and stuff like that if I ever get around to do that. But yeah, this will be a reaction to episode 2. We're going to once again react to both Japanese and English, and we're gonna see how things go. And in addition to that, I'm a Twisted Wonderland player. I already know the story, so this is not a blind reaction, but it is a first reaction of the anime. I have not read the manga, so I don't know everything that's going to happen. With that being said, let's start with episode 2. Let's go. Riddle has a lot more anger issues than he has in game. Like, he's bad in game, but he's worse in the anime. It's true, he was isekai. Oh, Dark Mirror. Here we go. Automatically activated. Hey there. How do you do? Do you have some cards for us? If he screams, we're gonna get an SSR. You don't have any gems, can't summon you, sorry. Aww. Japan does not exist. We have no sports enemies. Aw, man. Poor Yuken. Like, I saw other people say he came from a sports anime, he landed in Twisted Wonderland. The poor guy. Oh no. I might be the minority of my opinion here, but I do hope that they change the opening in the second season. I cannot take Piece of Your World for like all the seasons. A dismissive ranking. The episode titles are like chapters in the game. Oh, the hallway is so beautiful. The school's gorgeous. I mean, it's not the right time. I know you can. You're probably shocked, but I'm very happy. Look at him flying. Yeah, about that. Oh man, sorry guy, you're very much isekai. I know, you just want to go to your kendo tournament, but... Look at that beautiful building! Ah, ramshackle. My god, it looks even worse than I remember it. Great building. Oh. Oh. It's haunted. Yep. Dang, don't be rude. There they are. Crowley, are you sure this is where you want to put him? Are you sure about this? You're so irresponsible, I swear to God. I mean, at least they tried. Yuken is cute. Making friends with the ghosts. Crowley, this is so irresponsible. But Yuken is such a sweet guy, he wouldn't say no. He would say, yeah, I'm gonna be a janitor. Don't count on it. Are they sleeping in your room? On the ceiling? That's so cute. That's so cute. Oh wow. Cutscenes of the actual movie. The faces look a bit awkward. Damn, the statues look a lot better in game, I'm not gonna lie.
そして最後はハートの女王。
She looks very pleased with herself.
この学校の生徒さんだろうか。そう、俺はエース。今日からピカピカの
That happy-go-lucky music for Ace.
よろしく。
Hey.
ああ、よろしく。お前、昨日の入学式で見たぞ。闇の鏡に呼ばれたのに魔法が使えないとか。いや、笑いこらえるの必死だったわ。
おいエース、初対面の相手に失礼だぞ。
ああ、
That's cute. Ace can't be that much of a bully because DEUCE is around. That's adorable.
もしかしてあの式に乱入したモンスターも雑用させられてんの？だっせー。
Oh, there he is. He can smack you with a stick, cause he's good at that. Good job, Yuken! There we go. Who needs magic when you have Kendo? That's right. That's right. I'm so proud of him. Like, he's so cool even despite not having magic.
いつか黒い馬車がこの学園から迎えに来るの。俺様はずっとずっと待ってる。
Ah, tugging on my heartstrings here. Why Grim's so cute?
俺様は絶対に諦めない。すっげえ魔法師になるんだぞ。
Damn, we still need to find out about his backstory, even in game.
だけどお前にはその資格がなかった。
Ace, stop being rude.
まあ、潔く諦めなって。
Ah, jerk Ace. He has not learned yet.
俺とやろうなんていい度胸じゃん。
Is that how you take out your pen? Swirling it around? Wind magic versus fire magic. It looks a lot better than the first episode. Gotta say, gotta say. Oh, well. You have water magic? Anyone? Aw, DEUCE. He does not deserve this.
ほう、何でもと言いましたね。
はい。
あ
You're being shady again, Crowley. So what you're telling me is, in this version, the thing with the chandelier didn't even happen, and Crowley just immediately expelled them, and then sent them to the dwarf mine for a mage stone anyway, because of no reason whatsoever. Crowley, you're even shadier than usual. I'm impressed.
なんとしても魔法石を手に入れる。
You go, DEUCE. You have my full support. Also, we need to see at least one cauldron in this episode, or I'm gonna flip.
入学早々なんてことをしてくれたんだ。規則違反は絶対に許されない。
Riddle, you did trouble too, as soon as you arrived. I'm gonna remind you of that. Hey, look at that, a dwarf house. Ooh, Phantom. Okay, alright. We have entered the mine. That was a very quick episode, damn. Didn't feel all that long. Ah. Awesome, you.
俺の部屋ここか。
Cute.
俺の部屋っていうか、優秀な魔法師になるの。
真面目すぎんだろ。
Delinquent mode activated. Hey, Savannah Claw. Jake!
ここか。
Is that the first years?
ダンベルはまだ届きそうにないが。3日分の筋肉が衰える。
Why are you lifting your bed? Oh, Jack. Meanwhile, Pompiote. Is that Apple? Yep, it's Apple.
どうしてブランドだ、マナーだ、マカロンだとか、どうでもいいことばかり。
You're just a macaron. Oh, wow. Apple juice, of course.
ちょっとなんたかと見返してやるじゃ。
You do that, you do that. Meanwhile, Zabek?
さて、どこにする？
The infamous painting. Hey, Melius. What are you doing? Just looking around. Okay, we got all the first years. That's adorable. Kind of feels like someone is missing, but it's probably Yuken and Grim. Okay, well, that was something. Alright, and with that, the second episode done. It's a lot calmer than the first episode, because they didn't have to throw like the entire cast of the game at us. In this episode, Yuken got moved into Ramshackle Dome, which, you know, all the in-game players know. Crowley is irresponsible for this. But hey, it's home, it's home. And I think Yuken can build it up to a beautiful home just like we can. Okay, we also met Ace and DEUCE officially in this episode, so that's fun. Very happy about that. I do like that we have an improvement in like the battle scenes, so that's nice. It was very quick, was very fast casting magic, which, you know, last time was a bit too overdramatical for me, but this time it got improved, so that is nice. There's a lot of differences compared to the game. We didn't have the chandelier scene and the first cauldron scene, but we did get sent to the dwarf mine very, very quickly. So I think they had to think about, okay, what do we include? What do we not include? But next episode, we need to see at least one cauldron, because if we don't see a cauldron, I'm gonna be very, very sad. I'm gonna be very, very sad. You can't do that, like, without cauldrons. Yeah, this felt like a very quick episode, too. It was mostly just talking about, like, the Grade 7, our Disney villains, and then getting to know Ace and DEUCE. Ace was not even that much of a bully as he was in game, because DEUCE was around to keep him down. So that's nice. Other than that, what do we have? Oh, Grim was so cute in his flashback. That was adorable. The mirror decided that Yuken doesn't have a home. And Yuken immediately befriended the 3 ghosts. That was cute. Didn't even need to battle them. He was immediately friends with them. That was adorable. There was a lot of like Disney movie escapades with how the Disney movies looked. It is interesting because sometimes I really love the animation and the art style, and sometimes I'm like, it looks a bit scuffed, it looks a bit weird here and there. I feel like for the animation studio that we got, it is fine. I do wish that we get like a better one if we get further seasons, because I feel like this story has a lot of potential to be a really, really great series, but I'm okay with it so far. And I don't know how anime-only people see this, because I think as someone who played the game for such a long time, I may have like very high standards for some stuff. For example, there's one thing that I didn't talk about in the first episode. I feel like the sound design that they use in-game for Off With Your Head has a lot more impact than Off With Your Head had in the first episode. And that's very interesting. We already get sent to the dwarf mine. And in the theater, we did see the first years. That was cute. I do hope that we see all of the characters at some point. We're still missing Orpho. Orpho still needs to say some lines, so well, looking forward to that. Alright, the next episode, we're probably going to the dwarf mine. We're going to encounter a phantom. I don't want to spoil too much for those of you who are new. But yeah, there's some stuff coming up. We're gonna start out very simple with some minor adventures, and yeah, I can't wait to a specific moment in this season that I really want to see. There's a lot to see here. Now, with that being said, I do want to rewatch this episode as well, again, with the English cast, with the English dubbing, just to see what kind of changes they did. Also, apparently, on Disney Plus, we don't really have an accurate translation for the episode. So what I noticed is that they used the English dialogue and used that as subtitles for the Japanese version, which is a bit odd. I do wish they had a professional translation, but apparently they didn't do that. Sad times, sad times. Apparently Hulu has it, but I already subscribed to Disney Plus. I'm not gonna subscribe to Hulu at this point. Maybe for the second season, who knows? Alright, I'm gonna rewatch this episode in English, and we're gonna see if there's some good voice lines. I'm not gonna pause at pretty much every line like last time, but I'm gonna pause at things that I like, or where I felt like the voice actors did a good job, or where I just had to laugh. So, let's see how it goes. English. Let's go.
Says the boy says.
Ooh, Dark Mirror. Let me hear that. We haven't heard that one.
young man speaks true. No magic is found in his form or his hue. No talent nor gift is soul devoid. No skill there is to be employed.
That was apparently John Olsen as the Dark Mirror. It's just a small role, but it's still a nice role to have. And hey, if he gives us SSRs, who are we to complain, right? Right.
My dear boy, may I ask from which country you hail?
Japan.
The country of Japan.
Japan.
Never have I heard of a land with such a name as this.
What a weird, strange. It just remind me of that. Huh? What was the name again? Japan.
Japan!
Japan.
Japan!
What is going on? Not one of them has heard of Japan?
I still really like Yuken's voice actor. Like it's just a nice voice to listen to.
Goodness, what an immensely kind man I have shown myself to be. Truly a model educator, yes indeed.
Truly a marvel educator. J. Michael Tatum has the best voice lines, I swear.
All right, here we are, dear boy.
Well, it certainly has character.
Yes, quite the structure. It is in need of a few repairs.
Yeah, a few repairs. Just, rebuild the entire building. So I'm interested what their ghosts are gonna sound like. Let's see.
Hey! Show yourself! Who's there?
Yeah, I like it. Nice laughter.
I'll have to pass on turning into a ghost. But I'm glad to be your housemate.
Samesies, party there, Ruby.
Guess we can't haunt this one?
And here I thought we'd finally get to have a little fun again.
I wonder who the voice actors are. They sound cute.
And in order to further support your endeavor to return home, I will even permit you access to the library. Use it
To the
at your
library.
leisure. What a paragon of kindness I am.
I love Crowley! Damn! His voice lines are so good!
Maybe I'll drift off here, and in the morning I'll wake up back in my own bed.
Wouldn't that be neat?
Probably not. Good night.
Good night. Oh, that was cute. Good night. I'm gonna hear a lot from Ace and DEUCE now. Let's see.
Surely you've heard of the Great Seven?
I guess I haven't, no.
They're considered the greatest beings who have ever lived, for
Oh.
one reason or another.
Nice DEUCE voice.
Bet you don't have a clue who she is either, do ya?
No.
I don't have Disney in my world. This is interesting because all the youth seem to come from a world where Disney doesn't exist. Otherwise, they would be all like, my god, you guys are Disney characters. Interesting. Good to know. But since they don't recognize it, that means that the youth also don't come from our world. They come from their own Japan.
Japan! Because if anyone broke the rules, it was off with their head. Literally the coolest.
Literally the coolest. She's so cool beheading people.
Oh, and you're that guy from the thing yesterday, aren't you? The one the Dark Mirror brought over who can't even use magic? I thought I was gonna bust a gut for real.
Dude, shut up! Don't be so rude to someone you don't even know.
Why?
Max Middleman is really good as Ace. I need to adjust a bit that it's not Ryuji, but hey.
I've been waiting my entire life for the black carriage to come pick me up
Aww.
and bring me here
Aww.
to this school.
This is so sad. Doing well. That's a very cute voice. Aw. Cute Bendiskin. Aww.
That's great and all, but it's also like straight up impossible.
Ace, don't ruin
Only
it!
those specifically chosen get to enroll in this academy. Hate to have to tell ya, but I just don't think Kitty made the cut. Well, now that you know, guess you should be on your way.
Doesn't matter the language. Ace will always be a nuisance. It doesn't matter the language. Ah, man. And DEUCE will always be our cinnamon bun.
As of this moment, you three are expelled!
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, expelled?
I'm not even a student here, so...
I'm not even a student. What are you talking about? I'm not impressed.
No, this isn't happening. After everything I did to get to this place, how am I going to explain this to Mother?
Not Mother.
Oh? Are you quite certain you mean that, my dear boy?
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna send you to a mine. It's very dangerous. Growly, you're so irresponsible.
I call this bed!
Hey, Ace, are you listening to me? We're sharing this room, so I need a verbal confirmation that you will respect my study time. I didn't come to play around. I need to work hard to become a great magician.
That's right,
I'm
DEUCE.
serious. No!
Let's see, Jack. I want to hear him talking normally. Let's go.
I guess this is it. My dumbbells haven't been delivered yet. If I skip a single day of training, I'll need at least 3 days to make up for it.
Very rough. Very rough. Apple, let's go.
Chin hurts where Vil grabbed it. And I got a headache. I wanted this to be my wild and crazy coming-of-age experience. I don't care about no dang brands and manners, and what even is a macaron?
Lots of accent. I like it.
I'm gonna show those house wardens who the real boss is around here.
Good luck. Sebek, how about you?
My room at last. Now then, where to hang this? No.
That's actually pretty good.
This spot doesn't suit the Great Malleus either. Oh, nor here, or here. Oh, this spot is horrible.
Okay, out of the first years, I really like Sebek. He's really well done. Like, he has a nice voice. I can see it. I can see it working a lot. Very good. It's very good. And he's already fanboying about Malleus. It's perfect. Alright, and we are done with the second episode. Like I said before, it was a lot calmer. I also won't have as many cuts to the English dub as before, because I already analyzed a lot of the characters. But if there's good voice lines, like I said, I'm gonna show those off. So, overall, what do I think of the anime? I am still debating on whether or not I like the animation. It is kind of weird because they have certain backgrounds, they have certain art styles, they have certain moments where I'm like, this is gorgeous. And then they have certain moments where they look like golems. And it's so interesting because there are certain scenes where I'm like, they could have reworked that a little bit. They probably should have reworked that a little bit. The animation studio that is working on this anime is not exactly known for like good animation. So everyone in the Twisted Wonderland fandom was already worried, like, okay, is this going to be good or is this going to be bad? I think for this animation studio, this is really good work. I think this is something that they personally can be proud of. But I do hope for certain scenes and for certain moments later on in the series, I hope that they might maybe hire some outside animators or some outside designers just help out a little bit. There's specifically some certain moments going to happen that are very, very important to the story that I hope that they can replicate very well. For me right now, it's like I love probably 70% of the animation. I love probably 70%. And there's 30% where I'm like, okay, there's stuff that's kind of weird, that kind of looks weird in like a certain angle, and maybe they should have reworked it a little bit. And like when they move out from people's faces, the animation doesn't look as great. It's not the most outstanding animation. Like this is not Mappa or A1 Pictures or Bones. What would have been nice if we had gotten Cloverworks, because Cloverworks is working on Black Butler currently. But they were probably busy with Black Butler, so you know. But yeah, I will not complain. Like, for what it is, I'm still fine with everything that's going on. I really, really want them to use the cauldron scene next time. That's what I'm personally looking forward to. There's also moments that are really, really good. Like, for example, Grim being absolutely adorable. They did that very well. Or, like I said, the school looks very, very nice. Also, the Dark Mirror looks pretty good. I just hope that they can keep it up. I think the statues were a bit jarring, especially in comparison with the actual Disney movies. The Disney movies looked so much more fluent than the animation in the anime, which was a bit grating to see. It was a bit grating. For right now, I think there's a lot to love about the animation, but there's also a lot to criticize. That's where I'm currently standing. I'm not even sure how other people see it. Like, anime-only people, tell me, do you think this is good animation, mid-animation? Does it make you interested in like the game and stuff like that? I personally feel like, from someone who comes from the game, who knows the story and loves the story, I feel like we deserve top-notch quality. If this story continues and they actually make a story out of book 6 and 7, especially if they ever reach book 6 and 7, they're gonna need some better animation because book 6 and 7 are fantastic. They could be turned into something really, really cool. I'm also interested in like how they're gonna approach future seasons. Season 2 is gonna be a lot of sport, so that's gonna be interesting how they are gonna manage that. And season 3, whoa boy, they're gonna have to show how good they can animate water. I like it so far. Like there's certainly good moments and it's nice to see the story again. And maybe I'm just also alone with my opinion that there's something lacking. Like sometimes the animation is not as fluent as I would have liked it to be. Overall, I'm still very, very glad about this anime. I'm definitely going to continue. Yeah, next time it's gonna be episode 3 next week on Wednesday. And in the meantime, I am going to stream today. I'm going to stream for Shade and Floyd's birthday. So that's gonna be fun. I don't know if this video will come out before or after that. You'll have to see, you'll have to guess. I still need to finish my Halloween parts for the Nightmare Before Christmas event. And then later on in the month, I'm going to stream the Camp Vargas event and the Camp Vargas event 2 as soon as that comes out. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to record or stream the Jade event. We're gonna see. Alright, and with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I see you guys next time. And with that, bye bye.